Beautiful Saturday here in Normal, Illinois as we get you ready for the Ground Sloths and the Blue Caps, game 1 of 2 of this KCL doubleheader. Welcome in, I'm Oliver Arora alongside Devin Witson. Devin, Blue Caps lost last night against the Bobcats, not their best performance. Lost 5-0 in that defeat, had only 2 hits.
Well, for the Blue Caps, and hello everyone, they are still trying to figure things out. I mean, we've heard that, manager Dave Lingle, he likes to really throw around a couple things when it comes to his team overall. He wants to see, who really fits in, who doesn't, as he's still trying to get things, figured out right before the playoffs. Now, obviously, it's a different team, it's a different situation. You're taking on the Ground Sloths, who are at the tail end of the league right now, so a great chance to really bounce back from that loss.
Well, Ground Sloths on the tail end of this league, but they did pick up their first win on Thursday against the Prairie Flamingos. They walked it off in the 7th inning, 8-7 the final, scored in the 7th, being that walk-off, and then tacked one more on in the 6th to equalize that contest. Currently 1-4-1 on the year. Blue Caps 3-3, looking to get back above 500. First pitch in 7 minutes, almost game time. We'll get you started with the Blue Caps lineup. Drew Ward plays in center field and leads things off, followed by Carson Butler at third base in the 2-hole. Josh Eisfelder is the DH today in the 3 spot. Colby Glenn hits 4th and plays in left field. Caleb Hornbrook catches today. Tice Beckman is in right field hitting 6th. Max Greamy is the first baseman. He's hitting 7th. Jace Bourdreau is the 8th hitter, playing at shortstop. And to round it out, Austin Lucas plays at second base and hits 9th. Starting pitcher today for the Blue Caps is Kellen Hirschberger.
Well, over to the Ground Sloths, leading off is Logan Rosenthal out in center field. He followed up is Andrew Zimmerman at shortstop. Gavin Bailey is third in the order at right field. Tanner Schuchnik, the DH. Tyler Cerna in the 5-hole. He's the catcher. Cameron Crawford, the first baseman, will have duties right behind him. Braden Wendy is the left fielder, who is followed up by Leighton Gerdes at third base. And at second base in the 9-hole slot is Adam Nieves. The pitcher for the Ground Sloths is Gabe Saunders. Of course, if you notice here, it's going to be a special first pitch. Of course, with Father's Day right around the corner. I've been hearing that we're going to see a father-son first pitch. Is that right, Oliver?
That's right. One of the Corn Melters' very own, an intern here, Connor Courtwright. His father's throwing out the first pitch today. Very exciting as we get you ready for this Saturday matchup. Father's Day tomorrow. Like we mentioned earlier, game 1 of 2 today at the Corn Crib. Blue Caps and Ground Sloths moments away. Home plate umpire tonight for game 1 is Audell Cummings, and the field umpire is Chris White, currently meeting at the home plate with Blue Caps manager Dave Lingle. Jesse Crawford joins him. They shake hands and get you ready here. Ground Sloths, they're home. They'll take the field first. Blue Caps in the dugout getting ready to go. Mentioned it once, why not do it again? Beautiful day here in Bloomington. Wind's blowing out. Center field foul pole.
Currently 77 degrees out here today. Perfect weather, especially perfect for the summer at that. I know some places down south they're at 90 degrees or more. It doesn't really feel that hot, to be honest here. It feels really cool. It feels like it's still a little bit springish in the air.
It's baseball weather, I'd say. 77 degrees, kind of exactly where you want to be. Beautiful Saturday. Not too hot, like you mentioned, where you want to be inside and drinking a lot of water, but just a nice temperature that can bring out a bunch of families. A lot of families here in the ballpark today.
And I mean, last night here, speaking of the Corn Belters, I mean, we did see some balls go yard out into left, so could it happen again? I mean, last night saw Nolan McCrawson hit 2 home runs out to left field, so you could expect to see the ball travel a lot here today.
We'll step aside for a second as National Anthem about to commence. Getting you ready for Blue Caps and Ground Sloths baseball. Don't go anywhere. First pitch shortly. Welcome you back. First pitch momentarily at the Corn Crib. Starting pitcher is Gabe Sanders for the Ground Sloths as they take the field. Southpaw currently playing his baseball, or set to play his baseball at UW La Crosse up in Wisconsin.
So far, getting those first warm-up pitches done, reaching around near the high 70s to low 80s.
First pitch was thrown out by Larry Crawford. Correction, the manager of the Sloths is Jesse Crawford. That's his father. Also, first base today. Another Crawford, Cameron Crawford. So 3 generations of Crawford here today at the Corn Crib. First man, Drew Ward, digs in for the Blue Caps from the right side as Sanders is ready. Here's the first pitch of the evening. Fastball that's lined into foul territory down the right field line, and that will go into the seats. First pitch, 5:05. Like you mentioned, Devin, game time temperature 77 degrees. Beautiful day.
Indeed it is. No better day, no better weather to come out here at the Corn Crib and play some KCL baseball.
0-1 to Ward. Takes a breaking ball outside. It's 1-1.
That one went 76.
1-1. Ward takes another one downstairs. This time it's 2-1. Sanders making his first start of the season, third appearance. Pitched 5.2 innings for the Ground Sloths with a 4.9 ERA. The 2-1 pitch misses away. 3-1 count now to Ward. Ward hasn't seen too much game time, 3 for 5 on the year. Does have a home run, though, and 3 RBIs. 3-1 to the hitter. Swings and lifts one into right field, but that one will be caught by Bailey over in right field for out number 1.
Well, 1 up, 1 down. I'm sure you're happy at least to get that over with and done. That went off the bat really fast right there.
Ward is retired as the first batter of the game, and that brings Carson Butler up to the plate. Another righty. Here's the first offering to Butler. Swings and fouls that one back into the seats. Over by the suites. Behind the first base dugout, it's 0-1.
If you just mentioned this Blue Caps, team, they've been able to see the ball well. I mean, in the last time against the Bobcats, they were able to.
Next offering misses away, 1-1.
Just to follow up on that, we're able to see the ball well. It's just that a lot of things just didn't go right. It was really a lot of flyouts and groundouts.
Next pitch to Butler misses downstairs, 2-1. Plays his baseball, Butler, at Heartland. So familiar with the Corn Crib, obviously. Heartland playing their baseball here. 2-1 to Butler. Takes a fastball inside. Another 3-1 count.
Once again, working himself into a 3-1 count here. Got to make sure you just get a quick little fastball just to get yourself back on the right course.
3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. Carson Butler draws a walk. His third of the season. And so with 1 down, the Blue Caps have their first runner aboard of the evening.
First runner on board for the Blue Caps, which is a change of scenery compared to last game. It's all about how can they capitalize on this one right here as Josh Eisfelder steps up in the batter's box.
Eisfelder, designated hitter today. Another righty. Sanders, the lefty, takes a look over at first base. Takes another, but comes home. 0-0 is flied into center field. Rosenthal moves back, but he'll camp under it for out number 2.
Great contact to get on that ball right there. Hit well out to center. Just unfortunately, is Rosenthal who makes the play.
2 flyouts to start the evening for the Blue Caps, and that brings up the 4-hitter, Colby Glenn, with 2 down. 4 for 10 on the year. 3 runs for Glenn. Another righty who faces the southpaw. Sanders comes set. First pitch. Low and in for ball 1. That one a fastball at 83 miles an hour.
It's been a favorite pitch of Sanders so far. Has been really trying to command the zone with that fastball.
Big leadoff from Butler over at first base. Draws a look from Sanders before he kicks and deals. 0-1 is in there. Fastball inside. 1-1.
Once again, another fastball. That one about the same speed, 83 for what we clocked.
Sanders standing at the third base side of the rubber. Checks on the runner once more. 1-1. Another fastball. Can't catch the outer half as it's ball 2.
3 in a row.
Fastball sitting at 83 early on for Sanders. Defense for the Ground Sloths playing normally. 2-1. Hit sharply into shallow left field, and that will fall for a base hit. Butler puts on the wheels. He'll go over to third base and slide in safely. No throw. It's a 2-out single for Colby Glenn, and the Blue Caps have runners at the corners.
The type of hit you need in a situation like that with 2 outs. Glenn gets on it well, and Zimmerman unable to reach up there and make the catch. He took a peek at it. He thought he was going to be able to attempt it, but it was just too high and too fast. And now the Blue Caps have runners on the corners for 1, Caleb Hornbrook.
Another fastball hit only 70 miles an hour off the bat of Glenn. Enough for a single, though, and that puts runners on the corner. 2 down with Caleb Hornbrook now up at the dish. First pitch to Hornbrook. Takes a fastball low and inside, ball 1. New to this Blue Caps team, Hornbrook checked in on Friday. Still yet to record an at-bat. 1 plate appearance was a walk. 1-0 to Hornbrook. Takes a fastball high, 2-0.
It's been a favorite pitch of Saunders here. I mean, once again, he's been really, really relying on that fastball.
Hornbrook, another righty. So for all righties for the Blue Caps, 2-0. Swings and chops one into the hole on the left side. Diving play by Zimmerman, but he can't make it. That one trickles into left field. Thrown in time to the diamond, but not before Carson Butler scores. It's an RBI single with 2 outs for Caleb Hornbrook.
An RBI single that is a down the middle fastball. Once again, 83, where it seems like it's been a little bit of over-reliance, you could say, for Saunders. He's been really trying to get that fastball settled in, but it seems like the Blue Caps have finally caught on, and that's how they get their first run of the evening.
Tice Beckman, the next man up with 2 down. First pitch to Beckman. Swings and flies one into center field. Rosenthal coming in and dives, and he can't make it. That one rolls past him into center field. Glenn scores. Here comes Hornbrook to the plate. No throw. He's in standing. It's a 2-out RBI, 2 RBI double for Tice Beckman, and the Blue Caps up 3-0 early on.
Well, he tried the off-speed, and the off-speed just didn't work. Unfortunately, Rosenthal unable to make the catch. Tried to dive out for it. Unable to. Just was there, but he couldn't get it in time, as now Max Greamy comes up to bat.
Calls for a mound visit from the catcher, Tyler Cerna. Double for Beckman. First pitch swinging. That's 3 straight 2-out hits for the Blue Caps. Now with just a runner on second, it'll be Max Greamy, like you mentioned, Devin, the 7-hitter, who aims to keep the rally going. Nieves at second, just keeping Beckman honest. First pitch. Fastball right down the middle for strike 1.
That 182 on the gun.
Greamy 2 RBIs on the young season, 2 for 7. Keeps the bat high in his stance. 0-1 to the righty. Fastball away, 1-1. Another guy who plays his baseball at Heartland in Greamy. Right here in Normal. 1-1 on the way. Big cut and miss for Greamy on the breaking ball. That one at 74 miles an hour. And Sanders makes it a 1-2 count.
Hung that one right there, just down low. Caught the zone well.
1-2, 2 outs. Big lead off from Beckman over at second. Draws a couple looks from Sanders before coming home. Swing and miss, strike 3. Max Greamy is retired on strikeouts, but not before 3 runs come in to score for the Blue Caps. 3 runs on 3 hits. Left 1 runner on base. We go to the bottom of the first. Blue Caps up big early on, 3-0. Ground Sloths due up in the bottom of the first. Big inning, though, from the Blue Caps. Saw 3 runs come in. A 2-out rally from the middle of the order. Now has the Ground Sloths in a hole. First man to try and dig them out of it is Logan Rosenthal, the lefty. Kellen Hirschberger on the bump for the Blue Caps. Chest high set. First pitch to Rosenthal. Takes a fastball high for ball 1. Rosenthal only appeared in 1 game so far for the Ground Sloths. Went 1 for 4 with an RBI. 0-1 to the lefty. Swings and grounds one softly towards second. Lucas charges and throws over to first in time for out number 1.
That one went off 71 off the bat. Great hustle right there from Lucas to get the job done.
Quick out early on for Kellen Hirschberger, making his 2nd start and 4th appearance for the Blue Caps. It's been fantastic for the Blue Caps early on. 5 innings of work, 2 hits, and giving up no runs. After the leadoff out, it'll be Andrew Zimmerman, the next man who digs in from the right-hand side. First pitch to Zimmerman. Flies one into foul territory down the left field line, and that one will hit the top of the third base dugout and go into the seats. Brings a chase from a lot of kids over there.
3-man race right there, and I think the kid in the black shirt is going to win that one.
Successful. Now finally grabs the ball and holds it up. Big applause here from the Corn Crib faithful. So after all that, Hirschberger ready once more. Here's the 0-1. Looper into left field. Coming in is Ward, and he can't get there. That one takes a bad bounce, and Zimmerman pushing for 2. No throw in as Zimmerman slides in safely. It's a 1-out double.
Not the type of pitch you want to throw. That one in off speed that went 66. Just top of the zone. Great job by Zimmerman to get on that and get a double out of it.
Andrew Zimmerman collects his 3rd hit of the season. So the 3-hitter Gavin Bailey's next up. Another lefty for the Ground Sloths. He's off to a hot start, Bailey. 5 for 9 on the young season. Here's Hirschberger's first offering. First pitch swinging as Bailey fouls one straight back near the north gate. Hits off the top of the Corn Crib. 0-1.
Bailey, the right fielder out of Southwest Illinois.
Keeps the bat high in his stance. Big leadoff from Zimmerman over at second base. 0-1. Fastball high and away. Causes Hornbrook to jump there, but keeps it in front of him. 1-1.
That went way off the zone right there.
1-1, 1 out in the bottom of the first. 3-0. The Blue Caps lead. Ground Sloths have a runner in scoring position. That's Zimmerman over at second base. 1-1 to Bailey. Takes a breaking ball that paints the outer half as Hirschberger gets ahead of the count 1-2.
Your Gavin Bailey right here is all about just staying patient.
Calm stance for Bailey. Hirschberger kicks. 1-2. Swings and lines it into center field. Ward comes in, and that one will fall. Zimmerman will pump the brakes over at third. Cut off by Greamy at the pitcher's mound. Back-to-back hits for the Ground Sloths. Gavin Bailey once more. And they have runners at the corner.
You know what your travel ball coach say? Stay cool, calm, and collected when you're in a 1-2 situation. That is exactly what you do right there. Gavin Bailey with a great hit out to center field and gets a chance for not only the Ground Sloths to get 1 run back, but, you know, never hurts to get a base hit to start the day off.
Early on, Devin, but the tying run now comes to the plate, and Tanner Soshinek, the 4-hitter, batting from the right side. Runners at the corners for Soshinek. 0-0. Takes a fastball away, ball 1. Soshinek, 3 RBIs on the season. That's tied for a team best. So he touched the plate twice and holds before moving the bat above his shoulder. 1-0. Runner takes off at first. That one's flied shallow into left field. Boudreau at short makes the catch, and the throw over to first base in time to double up. Gavin Bailey Heads-up play by Jace Bourdreau. They're able to double up Gavin Bailey at first base, who was running. And so the Blue Caps get out of that one. Ground Sloths strand runners at the corners. It's still 3-0 Blue Caps. Their bats return up next. Ground Sloths had runners at the corners with 1 out, but a big double play, courtesy of Jace Bourdreau, strands them. So now it's 3-0 Blue Caps. They still hold the big lead, and they return to the dish. First man to do so was the double play guy, Jace Bourdreau, batting from the right side. First pitch, takes a fastball high, ball 1.
What we've seen here from Saunders, he's been really aggressive trying to establish that fastball, but it hasn't really done him any much service.
1-0 to Sanders, from Sanders. Hit sharply into right field. Bailey makes a diving play, and that one falls out of his glove. Had it in his mitt, fires into second. That keeps Jace Bourdreau at bay with the single, but what looked like a nice play from Gavin Bailey falls out of his glove, and leadoff man aboard for the Blue Caps.
Just almost. I'm sure Gavin Bailey wants to have that one back. But as I said, you got to make sure you come down with the ball if you're going to attempt those high-risk type of plays.
So after that, it's a lefty-lefty matchup. Austin Lucas, the 9-hitter. He takes one outside. 1-0 count. Austin Lucas playing at second today. Still undecided of where he's going to play his college ball next fall. Sanders takes a look over at first base, but Bourdreau stands back in time. No harm there. Big lead off. From Bourdreau over at first base. Draws the look from Sanders. Comes home, though. Fastball inside. Misses 2-0.
That one went at 80 on the radar gun.
Sanders gets his next sign. Bell tie set. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Runner takes off from Bourdreau. Pitches a strike. Throw down. Not in time. Stolen base for Jace Bourdreau. That puts a runner in scoring position now for the Blue Caps.
Well, we see in the attempts to steal. Well, that's a nice one right there. Great job by Bourdreau to break on that one. Gets the second clean.
Austin Lucas now 2-1 count following the fastball strike from Sanders. 2-1. Takes another fastball in the zone on the outer half. 2-2's the count now. Working his way back in it.
Right in the top half right there. Great pitch.
2-2, nobody out in the top of the second. Austin Lucas at the dish. Jace Bourdreau at shortstop. The 2-2. Skips into the dirt. Blocked by Tyler Cerna. And so the count moves full now, 3-2.
3-2. If you're Austin Lucas, it's important that you make sure not to take a big hack at anything.
4 walks by Lucas on this young season. Keeps the bat on his shoulder. 3-2. Swings and grounds one weakly to second. Nieves going to be a tough play. Gloves and can't make the throw in time. No, he does. Chris White with the call as a field ump. Dave Lingle, the manager for the Blue Caps, is not happy. What looked like a surefire out, or rather, infield single is an out. Runner in Boudreaux moves over to third, though. Dave Lingle still not happy with that call. Finally retreats back to his initial position over at third.
I'm sure there's going to be discussions after the game right there. At first, it looked like he was able to beat it out there, Lucas, but just didn't in time, said the umpire.
Lineup flips over for Drew Ward now, who first pitch swinging whiffs at a breaking ball for strike one. Drew Ward led things off with a fly out to right field. Has a runner in scoring position now as time is called. Home plate umpire lost the baseball. Now gets ready, though, puts his helmet back on, rather mask. We get set. Sanders ready once more. 0-1. Ward takes a breaking ball down, 1-1.
Not a bad pitch draw right there, but that one went 75. Trying to get that off-speed working.
Ground Sloths playing at normal depth. Infield not in despite the runner at third, 1-1. Towering pop-up that stays in the infield. Crawford camps under it in foul territory, and he'll make the out for out number 2.
Well, nothing hurts right there. I mean, just to even go back on the whole, was it really out, was it not out? The good thing about this, you still have a runner 90 feet away at third, where if you are Carson Butler, there's a chance you can bring in a run.
Carson Butler, the next man up, with 2 down. Boudreaux still over at third base. First pitch. Fastball that Butler takes away, ball 1. Walked his first plate appearance and came around to score, Butler. Just an inning to go in the first. 3-0 Blue Caps lead. Here's the 1-0. Spoils that one, 1-1 now.
Thank goodness for protecting that. Like that one was about to hit the press box right here.
Ground Sloths trying to work out of this. Go back up to the plate now as they trail. 1-1 to Butler. Sanders misses away. 2-1's the count now.
Way outside the zone right there.
Sanders working from the windup now. Boudreaux not a threat over at third. Hit sharply back up the middle and through. It's an RBI single for Carson Butler as Jace Boudreaux comes home. 2-out knock. It's 4-0 Blue Caps.
Well, what I say, it's all about making sure you get that one run in, and that is how you do it right there. That is how you get it done if you are Carson Butler.
Another 2-out hit for this Blue Caps lineup. Had 3 in the first inning. Carson Butler gets one of his own. Aiming to keep things going, it's Josh Eisfelder. First pitch. Takes a breaking ball upstairs, ball 1. Wind still blowing out in the flagpole over in right center field. Small leadoff from Butler over at first base. 1 out. Eisfelder gets a piece of it, but fouls it way back. So Sanders makes it 1-1.
1-1 County for Eisfelder looking to make up for that fly out in the first.
Sanders ready once more. Runner takes off, 1-1. Skied into the seats over by the first base dugout. That'll go foul. 1-2 now as Butler retreats back to first base.
You could argue that maybe Eisfelder could have held off right there. Pitch that was in the zone, but with the runner going, you probably had a better chance of just taking that pitch for a strike and getting your runner advanced in a scoring position.
Eisfelder taps the plate once. He's ready for the 1-2. Here it is from Sanders. Swung on in line sharply. Bounces foul, though. Past the third base side. We'll do it again at 1-2. Eisfelder DHing today. Can also catch. Listed as a catcher for this Blue Caps team. It's Caleb Hornbrook behind the dish today. Gets an off day. 1-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Sanders. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Some confusion there from the Ground Sloths. Thought it was out number 2. It's actually out number 3. And so that means the inning is over. 1 run off of 2 hits. Left 1 runner on base. We go to the bottom of the second. 4-0 Blue Caps lead. Ground Sloths have their work cut out for them early on. 4-0 they trail as Tyler Serna, the 5-hitter, gets ready for the bottom of the second. Ground Sloths had something going in the bottom of the first. 2 runners at the corners with 1 out, but a big double play. Saw the Blue Caps get out of it. First pitch to Serna is grounded to short. Boudreau gloves, throws over to first base in time for out number 1.
Well, it looks like it could be a case of 3 up, 3 down, and that's not what you want to see to start out here. Cerner just starting the trend of last inning where another ground out to start out the at-bat.
1 pitch, 1 out, like you mentioned, Devin, to start things off. Cameron Crawford now the next man to try and reach base. It was part of that ceremonial first pitch with his dad, Jesse Crawford, the manager of the Ground Sloths, and his grandpa, Larry Crawford, threw the first pitch. As Cameron Crawford puts one on the concourse in right field, he'll fall behind 0-1. Rocking a bright red helmet, Crawford. You don't see that very often.
A little bit out the order for the Ground Sloths right there.
0-1 to Crawford. Spoils another one foul, this time above the sweets behind third base, or first base, excuse me.
I'm sure it's going to be a nice souvenir, though.
Hirschberger working quickly. Got a first pitch out and then now has Cameron Crawford in an 0-2 count. Hirschberger's ready. Kicks and deals, 0-2. Breaking ball that misses way high above Crawford, who ducks out. 1-2 now.
He took his head off right there. He had to pop a quick squat. That one went 77 off the hands.
Hirschberger gets his sign, ready once more. 1-2. Breaking ball that just can't find the zone, misses up and away, or up and inside, excuse me. Crawford works his way back into this count. It's 2-2. Blue Caps defense playing straight up. 2-2. Towering fly ball into center field. Ward coming in on it. Camps under and makes the catch for out number 2.
Well, it looks like I may be right here. Back-to-back. Well, first off, back-to-back outs here. One by way of a ground out, the next one by way of a fly out.
That brings up Braden Windy to try and get things going with 2 outs. Still searching for his first hit on the season, the right-hander in Windy. 0 for 5. 0-0. Another towering pop-up. Butler at third base charges near the dugout, but that one will go into it. Almost hit a couple of the Blue Caps players before it makes its way to the stands for a souvenir. 0-1.
You know, I've always been curious why don't the Blue Caps, why don't the dugout actually sit in the dugout? I've noticed this since last game.
It's a great question. A lot of guys out there. I don't think anyone's actually in the dugout for the Blue Caps. Almost hit some of those guys down there.
Looks like Dave Lingle's going to sign a ball here to give it to a couple of kiddos up there.
So back to the at-bat. Windy ready. 0-1. Swung on another towering fly ball in the shallow left field. 3 people on it. It's Glenn who makes the catch for out number 3. 1-2-3. They do go down the Ground Sloths. It's been all Blue Caps early on. They lead 4-0, and they return with the bats up next. Blue Caps back up to the plate quickly after the Ground Sloths went 1-2-3. Gabe Sanders, the left-hander, still out there for the Ground Sloths, giving up 4 runs in 2 innings. Ground Sloths do have an arm up and getting ready in the bullpen. First man that Sanders faces in the top of the 3rd is Colby Glenn. Right-hander singled in the 1st inning. From the windup, here's the first pitch. Fouled straight back for strike 1.
Glenn here, one of the 3 runs that came in for the Blue Caps early on in that 1st inning.
Started that 2-out rally. 0-1 to Glenn. Big swing and a miss on a breaking ball outside. Sanders getting ahead of the count early now. It's 0-2.
You know, if you're Glenn, I know you want to keep on adding on to this lead, but it's important to just remain calm, not chase after anything. That one way out the zone there.
0-2 to Glenn. Takes one low downstairs. 1-2.
Great patience from him.
Wind really blowing now out towards center field. Favorable to Glenn. 1-2. Takes a fastball inside for strike 3. Strikeout looking starts the inning for the Blue Caps.
That one high and up inside. Great pitch thrown right there from Saunders. Great job to get that first strikeout of this inning.
Forced kind of a jump there from Glenn. Moved back a little bit, but a great pitch by Sanders retires the first batter of the inning. Next man up now following the strikeout is Caleb Hornbrook. Behind the dish today, like we said earlier. First pitch. Another fastball inside, clips the zone again. That one at 81. Strike 1.
Just nearly clipped that zone, as you mentioned. Great pitch thrown.
0-1. Skipped into the dirt, the breaking ball. Serna keeps it in front of him. 1-1. Substitution now, for the Ground Sloths is actually Bass behind the plate instead of Serna. Next offering is flied into shallow right field. Bailey comes in on it and makes the catch in fair territory for out number 2.
Well, it could be a quick inning at this point now for the Blue Caps. I mean, 1 strikeout looking. Now you have a fly out. I mean, if you're Beckman, it's all about just trying to get contact and get on base right here.
It's Josh Bass behind the dish for the Ground Sloths. After 2 quick outs, like you mentioned, Devin, Tice Beckman is the next man up. First pitch. Swings and misses. Fastball at 81. Beckman had that 2 RBI double in the first inning that got the Blue Caps started. 0-1 to Beckman. Swings and misses again, this time at a breaking ball low. Falls behind 0-2. Sanders doing a nice job here in the third. Bouncing back. Aims to go 1-2-3. Here's the 0-2. Flied into center field. Rosenthal gives chase, and that one loops and Rosenthal can't make the play. 2-out single for Tice Beckman extends the inning.
Nice job right there for Beckman to extend the inning. It seemed like a blooper at first that the Ground Sloths could have capitalized and got that out, but unfortunately communication was just nowhere to be found, and now they have to deal with Max Greamy up to bat.
Max Greamy, another right-handed hitter for the Blue Caps, struck out to end the first inning. Here's Sanders' first pitch. Fastball inside. This one misses. 0-1. 1-0, excuse me. Top of the third. 2 outs. 1 runner on. Blue Caps up. They lead 4-0. 1-0. Fastball misses high. 2-0.
2-0 now. It seems like a lot of these pitchers are starting to be way outside the zone. Just Saunders, you need something really quick and fast.
2-0 to Greamy. Takes a fastball that misses high. That one at 81. Hitter friendly 3-0 count now on the way to Max Greamy.
The question is, do you give him that green light?
3-0. Spoiled away. Straight back. It's 3-1 now.
For a second, I thought it was going to go over the netting.
Caught the attention of some fans today behind the dish. A couple of them jumped. 3-1 to Greamy. Called strike. Fastball inside. Greamy ready to toss his bat and walk the 90 feet over to first base. Has to stay in the box, though, for one more pitch. It's the full count now with 2 outs. Beckman's going to be running here. Payoff pitch. Hit sharply into center field. Rosenthal gives chase. That one drops in front of him. Beckman makes his way over to third. Ball's thrown in to Zimmerman at short. Another 2-out single for Max Greamy as he keeps the inning alive.
It seems like a little bit of deja vu from the first inning where with 2 outs, the Blue Caps just suddenly wake up, and here you go again. Another situation where 2 outs, 2 hits. Now you have runners on the corners, and here is Jace Boudreau, who can possibly add on more.
That's the 7th hit of the game early on for the Blue Caps. Trying to tack on is Jace Boudreau. First pitch. Takes a fastball high and away, ball 1. Boudreau started off the second with that single, came around to score just an inning ago. Taps the plate once. Oh, 0-1 to Boudreau. Runner goes at first base. Ball misses downstairs. Throw to second, not in time, and Beckman comes across to score from third. As Bass throws to second, Beckman takes the base at home. 5-0 now, Blue Caps.
Well, we could say a stolen base, and we could say another run scored. 5-0 for the Blue Caps. A different showing and a way better showing compared to their last time out against the Bobcats.
Still a runner in scoring position now. That's Greamy after the stolen base. 2-0 to Boudreau. Fastball inside. Called strike as that one paints the corner. 2-1. Nieves just holding on Greamy at second base. 2-1 to Boudreau. Cuts and flies one into the seats in right field. 2-2 the count now.
2-2 count. His 37th pitch of this inning. Could you believe that? I need some corrections on that one.
Blue Caps got themselves another 2-out rally. Boudreau tries to keep it going. 2-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on and flied into shallow center field. It'll be Nieves who moves outwards and makes the catch for out number 3. Blue Caps, though, played another run. They lead 5-0. Head to the bottom of the third. Ground Sloths bats up next and trying to get on the scoreboard when we return. Still all Blue Caps. They lead 5-0. Ground Sloths trying to make a dent into that. It's Leighton Gerdes, the first man to try and do so. Ground Sloths went 1-2-3 in the second and stranded 2 runners in the first.
Ground Sloths not trying to get closer to a mercy rule. They need to put something up here.
First pitch to Gerdes. Flies one into shallow right field. Beckman comes on and makes the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for Kellen Hirschberger, who's been dealing today, Devin.
He has indeed. He has really shown up on the mound. And it seems like as much as we've been flying through the bottom half of the innings, he's been flying through the order.
Last man to touch the plate for the first time today, it's Aiden Nieves, 9-hitter. Hasn't had the start to the season he'd like. 1 for 14 with 4 strikeouts. Trying to rewrite that here. First pitch. Swings and misses. Fastball at 77. Strike 1.
I know you're trying to get back in this game by any means necessary, but chasing after that is not the pitch you want to chase after.
Hirschberger belt tie set 0-1. Another fastball down the middle for strike 2. 0-2 count now. Nieves keeps the bat beneath his shoulder. 0-2. Swings and spoils that one foul. Hits the bullpen catcher's screen over in right field. We'll do it again at 0-2.
Thank goodness for protecting him, all right?
That is true. 0-2, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply back up the middle and through. Aiden Nieves, good piece of 2-strike hitting there. Gets his second hit of the year. And that's a runner aboard for the Ground Sloths.
Well, that is how you break the duck here. I mean, obviously last inning was 3 up, 3 down. Aiden Nieves gets his second hit of the season with that single. Great job by him.
That one at 96 miles an hour. So the lineup flips over for the first time for the Ground Sloths as Logan Rosenthal digs in. First pitch is hit sharply and gets through past the first baseman, Greamy, and it gets past Beckman over there in right field. It goes to the wall. Nieves rounds third. He's going to score standing. On his way to third, it's a stand-up triple for Logan Rosenthal, and the Ground Sloths have their first run of the evening.
Big-time players make big-time plays, and that is what happens right there. Rosenthal, great job by him to do that, and now has a chance to keep chipping away at this lead. Great job with that hit.
Runner 90 feet away from the second run of the game for the Ground Sloths. With the task of bringing him home, it's Andrew Zimmerman, the two-hitter. Blue Caps defense still playing straight up, not coming in despite the run 90 feet away. First pitch swinging from Zimmerman, who cuts and misses a fastball outside for strike one.
Not a good one at all right there.
A 1 from Hirschberger. Flied into the gap in left center field, and that one will get down and go all the way to the wall. Ward fields it, still struggling there, as another run comes in to score. Zimmerman making his way over to third. He gets in safely. Back-to-back triples for the Ground Sloths. So they got something going here in the bottom of the third.
Talking about flip the script, the Ground Sloths have done exactly that, and now they've erased a 5-0 lead to just a 3-run lead for the Blue Caps. As time is called, as Dave Lingle is going to have a chat with Kellen Hirschberger.
3 straight hits for the Blue Caps. Dave Lingle, like you mentioned, Devin, coming out to talk to his guys now at the mound. Hirschberger finally giving up some earned runs. Those 2 runs, the first he's conceded all season.
Nothing wrong with that at all. It looks like there's like some stretching out starting to happen in the bullpen for the Blue Caps.
Dave Lingle still out there with his guys following the 3 straight hits from the Ground Sloths. They've made this game 5-2. As Dave Lingle finally ends the meeting and walks back to the dugout. Only 1 out in the bottom of the third. Leighton Gerda has led things off with a fly out to right field. And then a single from Nieves. Lineup flipped over, and it's a triple from Rosenthal, triple for Zimmerman. That's gotten us here. Gavin Bailey, the 3-hitter, digs in now. Trying to make up for his mistake in the first inning. Singled and had runners at the corners, but then was doubled up to end the inning on a base running error. Takes the first pitch, breaking ball down, gets away from Hornbrook, but not far enough for Zimmerman to come home. 1-0. Wind still blowing in. Bailey, a big power hitter. A couple kids over there in left field, maybe anticipating the long ball from the big lefty. 1-0 to Bailey. Swings and grounds one over to second. Lucas has it, throws over to first base in time for out number 2. Zimmerman, though, comes in to score, and it's 5-3. Ground Sloths coming back into this game.
Well, now you have a situation where it's only a 2-run lead. Hey, the sacrifice paid off. You get the run home. Now, for Tanner Suchanek, it's all about just keeping to extend this lead more. You're trying to extend this inning as much as possible. Excuse me.
Tanner Suchanek, the 4-hitter now with the bases empty. Kellen Hirschberger deals the first pitch. Slider that misses downstairs and away, ball 1. Hirschberger working from the stretch, as he normally does. Next offering is a called strike, fastball in there. Makes it 1-1.
1-1 count for Suchanek, who last time out he flew out.
1-1. Fastball upstairs. 2-1 the count now. It was a weak fly out to shortstop for Suchanek, his first plate appearance. That caused the double play and ended the first inning. Ahead in the count now, though. Here's the 2-1. Takes a breaking ball that catches the zone. 2-2 now. Bases empty, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Ground Sloths already plated 3 runs this inning. They trail 5-3. 2-2 is grounded into the hole at third. Butler gloves, fires over to first base. Nice play, not in time. Max Greamy comes off the base. Big hustle play there by Tanner Soshanek. Extends the inning for the Ground Sloths.
Dave Lingle's come out again. He is furious as he is going to have a little chat about that call one more time. Of course, there isn't any replay reviews, but looks like we're going to have a discussion here between ump and manager.
Second call that maybe have gone against the Blue Caps early on. Or at least that's how I'm sure Dave Lingle will feel about it early on in the second inning. Austin Lucas, bang play over there at first base on an infield hit that base umpire Chris White called him out on. In charge of another big decision here. Dave Lingle finally makes his way back into the dugout. Can't really argue much there.
Of course, and it doesn't hurt, getting yourself thrown out here in the KCL. I'm sure, even with there's only 4 teams, every game matters as much as possible.
Tyler Cerna, like we mentioned, his day is done. It's Josh Bass who relieves his duties at catcher. Now up to the dish. Batting from the left side. First pitch to Bass. Takes a fastball high and away for ball 1. Quite the color combo going on for Bass, the lefty. Rocking a bright blue helmet and combos it with a bright pink bat.
Kind of reminds you of Miami Vice.
0-1 is skied into foul territory. Right back into the seats. 1-1.
For Josh Bass, looking to hopefully make up for Tyler Cerna, who last time when Cerna was in that spot, he grounded out.
1-1 to Bass. Takes a fastball away. 2-1. 4 hits already in the inning for the Ground Sloths. Had 2 coming into this inning. Hirschberger takes a look over at first base. Comes home though, 1-2. Looks like a called strike. Breaking ball at 66 miles an hour catches the zone. 2-2 now. 2-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Breaking ball to Bass. He fouls it off. We'll do it again at 2-2.
You saw right there, correct me if I'm wrong, looks like Suchanek, he was trying to go for that.
Suchanek, not known for his speed, more of a power threat. Represents a big run, though, for the Ground Sloths early on. 2-2. Fastball, cold, strike 3. Hirschberger retires. Bass looking. Not before the Ground Sloths paid 3 runs that inning. They've cut the deficit to 5-3. Devin Witson on the call for play-by-play when we return.
Welcome back to the Corn Crib, folks. As we're turning it over here on play-by-play, the Ground Sloths have turned it over on the mound, but who do we have?
Yeah, it's Frankie Pavlik, the right-hander. He's getting ready to go. Relieves Gabe Sanders' day. Pavlik playing his baseball at Blackhawk College. from Yorkville, Illinois, so northern suburb, or just north of here, rather. On the bump today. Also listed, though, as a first baseman.
And, of course, here for Gabe Saunders, pitched 3 innings, allowed 5 hits, and gave up 7 hits and allowed for 5 runs. Score still 5-3 as we're set to get this one back underway here from the Corn Crib.
Not the start Sanders was maybe looking for, but got some help from the Ground Sloths offense late in that 3rd inning. Now Pavlik just trying to come in here and keep things at bay.
And it's all about here, if you are the Ground Sloths, it's all about setting that tone to finish the game strong and just to really try and flip this game over. Of course, remember, 7 innings only in the KCL as we get this one back to go. As we will get this one back underway. Next up should be Austin Lucas, who last time out, he grounded out.
Yeah, Lucas a part of that bang-bang play over there at first base that Dave Lingle didn't like. Another one there that came back not to hurt the Blue Caps. Was in the 3rd there, the Soshanek infield single.
We're set to get this one back underway. Pitcher is set, and here we go. First pitch, called strike 1. That one went 84.
Pavlik, 4 innings of work already for the Ground Sloths.
Ball 1, droned there. Pavlik, a right-hander out of Yorkville, Illinois, who will be attending Blackhawk Community College. That one down low, 2-1. Nice pitch right there. Went 84. Strike 2.
Pavlik throwing hard and working quickly early on.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Austin Lucas will be 0 for 2 on the day as he will head back to the dugout as Pavlik will strike out his first batter.
Good start from Pavlik there. Just in control the whole at bat. He's throwing fastballs at 84 miles an hour and then paints a breaking ball at 73.
Indeed, indeed. Next up here, back to the top of the order, Drew Ward. Ward 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out twice. That pitch went 86, the fastest pitch we've seen today. That one, correct me if I'm wrong, is called strike 1. Caught the catcher there too. Ward, who currently attends Illinois Wesleyan, the Titans, name of that school. Pitch is high, but called, just caught the zone. Called strike 2. Pavlik now fires. Down low. Ball 2.
Good chase pitch there from Pavlik ahead of the count. Just throws a breaking ball down, trying to get Ward to go fishing.
The 2-2. Down low once more. 86 on the gun. That will be ball 3. Full count situation here for Ward. The pitch from Pavlik. Called strike 3. Ward will have some questions, but the umpire has a final say, and it's back-to-back punch-outs for Frankie Pavlik.
Yeah, Pavlik in complete control right now, back-to-back strikeouts. Working fast and working well as he tries to get the Ground Sloths bats back up.
Carson Butler now steps up to bat. Butler, who walked to start the day out, but then picked up a RBI single that has helped contribute to this Blue Caps lead. 1-0 count now for Butler. Pavlik winds and delivers. Right down low. Great pitch. 2-1. 2-1 count. Pavlik gets Butler to swing it at one. Strike 2.
Working that fastball off-speed combo really well. Throwing the fastball hard and the breaking ball. Keeping hitters out in front.
Pavic looking to seal the deal. Not that time. Full count again.
Good take there by Butler. Breaking ball downstairs. Just can't find the zone.
Pavic looking to put this one away. The full count pitch is popped up and hit foul. We'll do it again. Full count once more. A little similar situation, just as Drew Ward here. Butler winds and fires. Hit well out to right, but will end up in the bullpen of the Ground Sloths. Full count will remain as we do it again.
Good at bat here, working from Butler. Seeing a lot of pitches, spoiling ones he doesn't like to keep the at bat alive.
The 19th pitch of the day for Pavlik. Fired. Chopped right back to the mound. Pavlik able to make the catch. The throw not in time. And it will be Butler who is safe at first.
Not the best contact there from Butler. Just a slow chopper up the middle. Hits off the glove of Pavlik. But sometimes just finds the right place. Butler showing off the speed there to reach base safely.
Nieves just almost had it right there. Josh Eisfelder now steps up in the box. 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out and struck out. Pavlik checked over at first. That confirms with his catcher. Fires. And this is hit well, but hit foul. 81 off the bat. Could you believe that?
Got to be careful here if you're Pavlik. Don't want a 2-out rally coming for the Blue Caps. Seen that a lot today from this Blue Cap side.
Here we go again. One more at first. Pavlik fires. Call ball. 1-1. Eisfelder, who currently attends St. Xavier, looking to hit one well out into the gap if he can. Pavlik gives a nod. Now goes. Runner goes as well. And it is not in time. That bounces off the glove. Carson Butler will get a stolen base to his name along with an RBI.
Heads up play there by Rosenthal in center as it skipped away from both Zimmerman and Nieves. Rosenthal able to come in and get it quickly, keeping Butler at second base.
2-1 count with the runner now in scoring position at second. Eisfelder looking to break his O on the day and turn it into 1. Pavlik delivers. Strike 2. All 2s on the board now for Eisfelder. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs and a runner at second. Eisfelder looking to hit 1 out. Pavlik checks over at second one more time. Fires. Called strike 3. Frankie Pavlik, well, he gives up a hit. It will be the 3rd strikeout of the day for him as we'll go to the bottom half of the 4th. You're watching KCL Baseball here on the Normal Corn Belters YouTube channel. Bottom half of the fourth set to go here at the corn crib. Devin Witson alongside Oliver Arora. Oliver, once again, we have another change on the mound, this time for the Blue Caps.
Yeah, it's Nick Curry on the bump for the Blue Caps. It was all Kellen Hirschberger, the starter, was dominating through 2 innings, and then the third kind of got beat up a bit, gave up 3 runs and 3 hits, and that's brought this to a 5-3 ball game. Curry now coming in, just trying to stop this Ground Sloths lineup.
Well, Cameron Crawford may have something to say about that. Last time out for the Ground Sloths, they put up 3. Can they do it again? First pitch is called ball 1.
Curry pitched for the Corn Belters last season, KCL the year before that. Now at the Corn Crib for a 3rd season, this time back in the KCL with the Blue Caps.
Second pitch of his day, hit well from Crawford, and that will be flew out. 1 up, 1 down.
Sometimes that's baseball. Got a hold of that one, and Crawford 84 off the bat. Beckman takes a good jump, though. Maybe not the best route, but at the end of the day, records the out. No pictures on a scorecard. First out of the inning.
Brady Windy will step back into the box now. He flew out last time out, looking to make up for that fly out. Curry's 3rd pitch of the day, called strike 1. That one went 82 off the radar gun. Curry set, now fires the 0-1. Hit well out to left. Glenn gets under it, and it will be a base hit for Braden Windy.
Gotta feel good if you're Braden Windy. 88 off the bat, got a hold of it, and finds a gap in left field. First hit of the year for Braden Windy. Monkeys off the back now.
Ground Sloths may have something going after that one right there as Leighton Gerdes steps up. Gerdes, who also flew out his first time up. The pitch, way too high right there. Gets Gerdes to pop a squat. 1-0. 1-0 now for Gerdes. Runner at first. Lead taken by Windy. Gerdes will foul it off as Windy was set to go.
Top through bottom, the Ground Sloths really finding new life here in the later stages of this game. Gerdes, though, shaken up after that foul ball.
Understandably so. I mean, for a second, Gerdes nearly was hit in the head as time is called right there. As with that being said, looks like there is also a meeting at the mound while Gerdes, who is shaking up. It's like that ball, I think it hit off him.
Think so, off of the knee, or rather the shin. Still shaken up, but ready to go.
Looks like he will take a couple practice swings, and he will step back into the box, and we'll have the 1-1 pitch set to come. Runner still at first in Brady Windy. He takes a good lead, but that's going to be called strike 2. 1-2.
You mentioned Windy, taking a big lead off there over at first base. Wouldn't be surprised if he tries stealing second here.
1-2 count with a runner at first with 1 out. Hit right to the third baseman. 1 out, and it won't be a double play. Nice job by Butler to make up for Boudreaux. Gets the out at second, but it will still be a runner at first.
Little bounce throw there by Butler at third base. I think it looked intentional to me. If it wasn't, it looked cool. Fair play to Carson Butler, but nice job there as well by Austin Lucas at second, who comes in to glove that well. Can't turn 2, though. Inning stays alive.
And Nieves looking for his 3rd hit on the season. First pitch he sees, he fouls it off. Last time out, he was able to get that hit that sent them around the bases. He was one of the 3 Ground Sloths who has scored. The 0-1. Fouled off again. 0-2 now for Nieves, the man who currently plays at Elmhurst. 0-2 count with 2 outs. Gerdes at first. Curry trying to put it away. And this is fouled off. As that will foul right off into the bar right there.
Yeah, the bar right behind home plate goes into where the drinks are held in the cooler. Nice little trick shot there.
Well, I'm sure that fan will have a free drink thanks to that. The 0-2. High and called ball 1. 1-2 count now for Nieves. Gerdes still at first, not looking to steal. Still possibly shaken up after that foul. Strike 3! Curry gets Nieves a swing and miss, and that will retire the side. 1 runner left stranded for the Blue Cats as we head to the 5th. You're watching KCL Baseball here on the Normal Corn Belters YouTube channel. Welcome back to the Corn Crib. Top of the 5th set to get going. Colby Glenn, the first batter up for the Blue Caps. As this game continues, the Corn Belters are getting set to play as they are facing off against Quincy. Glenn goes almost all the way full, but it's called strike 1.
Yeah, you mentioned the Corn Belters game. About to get underway. We have to call on the YouTube channel as well.
And that is strike 2. Glenn tried to check it, but went.
Always big games now as the first half begins to wind down. Top of each division gets a guaranteed playoff spot.
And Glenn fouls that one off. They'll do the 0-2 one more time. On the call for that game in Quincy is Casey Stevens and Taylor Hamler. 0-2 count here for Colby Glenn. Pitch is fired, and he pops this one up, but it will go over all of our heads and into the concession stand. 0-2. 0-2 count now for Glenn one more time. The second time of this battle. Hit well. It's Wendy who's under it, but he isn't under it all the way. It will fall. It falls onto the warning track and over the left field wall. It will be a ground rule double for Colby Glenn.
Ball just kept on carrying, Devin. Like you mentioned, it looked like Wendy was camped underneath it and then kept tracking back, battling the sun. It bounced at the warning track and over the fence. Maybe a break for Glenn to be able to reach base safely there on the double, but hit that well.
Wendy, it looks like in a way he also got lost in the sunlight as well. Of course, still 6:20. Sun does not dim until 8, which will be around the time for the second Corn Belters game. the second KCL game. Caleb Hornbrook sets in the box now. First pitch he sees is a fastball at 85. That's outside, ball one. The 1-0 for Hornbrook. Pitch is fired. Hit right back to the mound. Hornbrook trying to beat it out here. The throw in time. The runner will advance to third. And just 90 feet away, the Blue Caps have a chance to make it a 6-3 ball game as Tice Beckman steps up.
Not the prettiest if you're Hornbrook, but does a job. Grounder the other way. Allows Glenn to move up to 90 feet, and now he's 90 feet from the 6th run of the game. Brings the infield in for the Ground Sloths.
Tice Beckman, he's gotten 2 hits on the day so far. Can he make it 3? First pitch, called strike 1. Beckman, who's hit a double and a single, also stole a base. He's been a part of the 5 runs for the Blue Caps. We'll go after that one. That called strike. 0-2 count for Beckman. The pitch is fired. High and called ball.
You hear the reaction here in the corn crib. That one, the right call, breaking ball that misses just high, but a great pitch from Pavlik.
Pavlik trying to get another punch out. Not that time. 84, but it will be 2-2.
Back-to-back good takes from Beckman.
The 2-2. Pavlik fires. Chop foul, that one is. And we'll do it again. 2-2 count with 1 out. Runner at third in Colby Glenn. Pavlik confirms with his catcher, raises the knee, and fires. Not that time. Full count.
Another great at-bat here from a Blue Caps batter. This time it's Tice Beckman trying to bring home that runner at third.
The full count pitch set to go. Pavlik fires. Called strike 3. And for the first time today, nothing at the plate for Tice Beckman. He'll head back to the dugout as he strikes out.
It's a 4th strikeout of the evening for Frankie Pavlik. Comes in a big spot once more. As now that puts away the threat of a sacrifice fly or potentially another way that the Blue Caps could have scored with an out. They got to beat you now with something else.
Max Greamy now up in the box. First pitch, called strike 1. Pavlik has been really aggressive out the gates.
Absolutely commanding that fastball well.
The 0-1. Down low, ball 1.
Commanding that fastball well and throwing it hard. 86, that last fastball.
And this fastball, again, is called ball. Fastball heavy we've seen here from the Ground Sloths today. Not just Pavlik, but also Gabe Saunders early on. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
This time the breaking ball comes in big against Greamy. Ground Sloths now have a big opportunity to get out of this inning.
The 2-2. Down low, called ball. Full count once more.
You can tell that Pavlik wanted that one.
3-2 count. Pavlik looking to get another strikeout. He winds and fires. Ball 4, and it will be Max Greamy who will take a base. Runners on the corners now for the Blue Caps as Jace Boudreau steps up to bat.
Yeah, it's a fantastic at-bat from Beckman. That'll draw Jesse Crawford out of the dugout. A couple times there where Pavlik threw some very competitive pitches that you thought maybe could have ended the at-bat and the inning at that, but fails to do so and keeps the inning alive, and Blue Caps still knocking at the door.
Well, as this meeting of the minds happens on the bump, we're pleased to remind you that we have more KCL action coming up next. Last year's champions, the Bobcats, set to take on the Prairie Flamingos. That one will be after this. Oliver will be on the call, looks like Braden Hartman.
Bobcats always dangerous. Won't want to miss that one. Team that scores a lot of runs in a very convincing fashion.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here. I mean, the Blue Caps, 7 times today they struck out. I mean, you can tell they've been hungry at the plate where they're trying to just keep adding on to all these runs and hits, but it seems like they've been a little bit over-aggressive at the plate, no?
Well, of the last 5 strikeouts, 4 of them looking, so you got to give credit to Pavlik. Of his 4 strikeouts, 3 of them looking. Done a great job of forcing good pitches that make these Blue Caps hitters just look foolish almost.
Pavlik checked over at first, making sure Greamy doesn't go. First pitch, down low, called ball.
Still got to be careful about that, though. Greamy, just an inning ago, or rather 2 innings ago, stole second, and with the runner on third, Beckman came across the score. Could see that again from the Blue Caps.
The 1-0. Hit foul, 1-1. Boudreaux, who already picked up a hit in the second inning, but flew out in the third. Looking to make it a 2-for-3 day for him today. Pavlik about to go. Playing a little games here with Greamy. Checks over, and nope, not that time. Greamy quickly went back. 1-1 count. Still 2 outs with runners on the corners. Pavlik looking to put it away. He'll check over at first again. Fires. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. And Greamy will advance to second. Runners are now in scoring positions. 1 at third and 1 at second.
Second stolen base today for Max Greamy. This time, though, gets no throw from the catcher. Greamy maybe trying to do that situation in the third with Beckman that scores the runner at third, but no throw from Bass. The smart play.
The 1-2 with 2 outs. 2 runners now in scoring position. Pavlik fires. Call ball 2. How many times can you say 2? Not too many. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
2 runners on as well.
My goodness. Pavlik still looking to finish the deal. Fires. Hit right out to the second baseman. Nieves on it, and that will do it. Ground Sloths get out of a pickle. They will have the Blue Caps leave 2 stranded as we head to the bottom half of the 5th. We'll be right back after this. back at the corn crib for the bottom half of the 5th. Ground Sloths set to do the dish. Logan Rosenthal up. First pitch, he sees, call ball 1.
Rosenthal, that big triple in the middle of the rally that got the Ground Sloths back within striking distance. Aims to kick things off in the 5th once more.
Rosenthal hits that one well out to left. Glenn under it. 1 up, 1 down.
Routine catch there by Glenn. Doesn't have to move too far. A couple steps in front of him, and it's a weak fly out from Rosenthal. Doesn't pose much of a threat. Blue Caps looking to string together some outs, get back up to the plate, and add on some more insurance runs.
Andrew Zimmerman steps up to bat now. Zimmerman, who has recorded 2 hits, had a double in the 1st, and had a triple in the 3rd.
On cycle watch here, Devin.
Possibly. Has only really 2 more innings to do it here. 1-0 count now for Zimmerman, the shortstop. Fires. Strike 1. Nice pitch from Nick Curry. Curry so far since being out the pen, not a bad performance here. Has delivered the heat. We'll see if he can do it again. The 1-1, Curry fires, and this is chopped foul. 1-2. 1-2 count for Zimmerman. Zimmerman, of course, has not Leo, as Oliver mentioned, is on cycle watch. The 1-2, Curry sets it going. This is popped up. Greamy will get under that, and that will be the 2nd out of the 5th.
Yeah, Curry pitching a weak contact and doing just that. Ball's getting put into play, and fielders doing a nice job backing their pitcher. 2 easy outs in the 5th.
Well, Gavin Bailey will have to try and salvage something here for the Ground Sloths. First pitch he sees, call strike 1. Bailey, he's recorded a hit, but also has a sack RBI to his name last time up. We'll see if he can keep the inning alive. 0-1 count. Pitch is fired. Called strike 2. Well, as our scoreboard operators are having a little bit of a mistake there. 0-2. Curry trying to put it away. This is down low. Ball 1. 1-2 count for Gavin Bailey. The 1-2. High, and it will be ball 2. Once again, all 2s on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Curry lets it go, and it will catch Gavin Bailey. So Gavin Bailey, he's hit by that one. He will walk.
Hurts if you're Nick Curry with 2 outs there. Had a 2-strike count on Bailey. Had him right where you want him, and just hit him. Hurts keeps the inning alive and puts the tying run now at the dish.
Tanner Suchanik will step in the box. Now with a situation where he himself is the tying run if he can hit one well out. Bailey now at first. First pitch, call ball 1. One 0 count now for Suchanik, the DH who currently attends Parkland. Curry fires. Call strike 1. 1-1 count now for the DH. Has flew out in this game before. Has also grounded out. The pitch is down in the dirt. 2-1.
Heads up there by Hornbrook. Kind of got away from him towards his left. Not too far, though, where potentially Bailey could have tried for second. Hornbrook, good reaction time to get on top of that one.
2-1 count with 2 outs and a runner at first. Curry hits another Ground Sloths batter, and a possible go-ahead run will step into the box in one. Josh Bass.
Unforced errors, Devin. That's really hurt the Blue Caps. Back-to-back hit by pitches. Curry struggling to locate now. Draws a mound visit as Blue Caps might be getting a little nervous here.
I mean, this is not what the Blue Caps have needed at all today. It's been a strong performance, even despite giving up 3 runs. They have not done bad at all. As it looks like Joshua Kersell could be warming up in the bullpen right now for the Blue Caps.
Yeah, trying to go with 3 pitchers here today, the Blue Caps. Looking for at least one more inning out of Curry, trying to finish this one off. Kersell could make work with the 6th and 7th innings. Ideally, though, needs Curry to find a beat here and get out of this inning unscathed.
But the question is, will it be another batter hit? Will it be another hit, or will it be a punch out? Josh Bass to replace Tyler Cerna early on behind the dish is looking to stop any chance of a Blue Caps victory here. Mound visit over as we're set to go again. Josh Bass set to go. Everyone now taking their place. Here we go. First pitch. Call strike 1.
What you want out of the mound visit there. Calm the nerves of Curry and fires in a good first pitch strike on the inside half, too. Not afraid to go back there.
Went 82 from what we clocked. The pitch. Outside. Ball 1. So far, Curry, he had a good showing so far, but after hitting those 2 batters, it's a different situation. Bass pops this one up. Glenn trying to get under it, but it will fall foul. 1-2 count now with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Curry looking to put this away and take us to the top of the 6th. Time called. And that will reset everything.
Yeah, Bass struck out his first trip to the plate in a 2-strike count. Hopes of not repeating that fate.
1-2 count with 2 outs. Pitch is fired and popped up. Catcher gets under it. Hornbrook dives and makes the catch. Leaped back and made the catch to put it in to the bottom of the 5th. Blue Caps still lead 5-3. You're watching KCL Baseball on the Normal Corn Belters YouTube radio. Top of the 6th set to go. Austin Lucas back at the plate. Welcome back to KCL Baseball. Devin Witson alongside Oliver Arora. So far, it's been a tight game, you can say. First pitch from Austin Lucas, fouled off.
Definitely, Devin. It was all Blue Caps early on through the top of the third. They were up 5-0, and then a big response by the Ground Sloths. 3 straight hits. Saw them plate 3 runs. Now it's anyone's game.
The pitch almost hit Lucas. Lucas jumped at it, thought he was going to hit him, but it will be down in the dirt. 1-1. Lucas so far has grounded out and has struck out, trying to erase that 0. The pitch from Pavlik, called strike 1. Oh, excuse me, strike 2. 1-2.
Pretty good crowd here today at the Corn Crib. Beautiful Saturday for baseball.
Pavlik fires. That is down in the dirt again, 2-2. 2-2 count now for Austin Lucas. Pavlik lets it go, and that will go into the netting. 2-2 again. Two once more. This time, just called for a little second as we get rid of that ball behind the plate that was caught in the foul netting. The 2-2. Lucas lets it go. This is hit well, but hit foul out left. Ends up right in the Blue Caps dugout. Excuse me, bullpen.
Working himself a good at-bat here, Lucas. Seeing pitches well. 2-2 count.
2-2 count, Pavlik. Lets it go. Hit well out to left. That will fall. Base hit. He's looking to turn 2, and he will turn 2. Austin Lucas slides in safely and gets a double. For a second, it looked like that was going to be a bloop out, but Austin Lucas definitely a happy man as he erases that 0.
Just throws his bat there at the ball almost and takes it the other way. Can't find a glove for the Ground Sloths. Bloops into left field and trails away. Lucas showing off the speed there to get into second.
Drew Ward now back up at the plate. His 4th appearance today, believe it or not, as he will see this one hit well out to center, but it will fall in the hands of Rosenthal. It will see Lucas advance to 3rd, and now for Carson Butler, there's a runner and a possible chance of adding on to this already 2-run lead.
Deep enough for the speed, Lucas's speed, to get over to third base there on the fly ball. Great turn there by Zimmerman. Almost made the competitive play there at third, but Lucas got a good jump, showing off the speed once more.
Carson Butler now in the box. First pitch down low. Ball 1.
Trailing by only 2 here. Ground Sloths defense playing in. That 3rd run over there at third base could be vital.
Butler looking to reach base again. Hit well out to right. This will fall down on the warning track. 1 run will score. It will be Carson Butler who will make it in safe at second. It's now a 6-3 lead for the Blue Caps.
Great swing there by Carson Butler. Takes it the other way. 93 off the bat. And it goes over Bailey's head over there in right field. Fantastic swing. Plates another run for the Blue Caps.
6-3 lead for the Blue Caps. Big time swing right there from Carson Butler. Now Josh Eisfelder steps up looking to break his duck. Eisfelder, not the day to remember at the plate. Flew out and struck out twice. First pitch from Pavlik. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Eisfelder hoping to continue this great inning already for the Blue Caps. First time since the 3rd inning they've gotten a run on the board. The pitch. Swing and a miss again. Strike 2.
Back-to-back breaking balls there from Pavlik that just Eisfelder fans at. Maybe comes in with a fastball now after seeing 2 breaking balls.
0-2 count with 2 strikes. Pavlik fires high, ball one.
Did come back with the fastball there. Chase pitch upstairs. Maybe a little bit higher than he anticipated and would have liked, but no harm there. Gets another pitch to do it again.
1-2 count with 2 strikes. Pavlik lets it go. Swing and a miss, strike 3. For the 3rd time today, Josh Eisfelder strikes out.
A day Eisfelder would like to forget. 3 straight strikeouts now. Brings up Colby Glenn.
Colby Glenn was one of the 6 runs here today, looking to deliver the 7th run. Pavlik confirms with his catcher. Checks over at second. One more time he checks over. Now lets it go. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Colby Glenn swung and missing that one. He's already struck out once here today. The 0-1. Called strike 2. That one looked to be down low. Went 74. Just a bit outside, too. 0-2 count with 2 outs. Runner at second. Runner goes. Chopped right to third, and that will see that runner score. Colby Glenn will get an RBI single. It's now a 7-3 ball game.
Perfectly executed hit and run there. That was going right to where Gerdes was standing initially. Butler taking off, though. He's got to go cover the bag and just falls through into left field, extending the Blue Caps' lead.
It is now a 7-3 ball game as Caleb Hornbrook steps into the box, looking to keep his swagger on, as Soulja Boy would say, by his walk-up song. First pitch, called strike 1. Off speed right there. Oh, 0-1 count now with a runner at first. Pitch is fired. Called strike 2. That one just outside, but man, that was a great pitch.
Still no movement, though, in the Ground Sloths bullpen, despite Pavlik maybe struggling on the bump.
The 0-2. Hit out to short. Nice play right there by Zimmerman. The throw off the bag. And it'll be runners at first and second now as the throw is just way off the mark.
Zimmerman does a fantastic job even gloving that baseball. 95 off the bat into the hole over there between short and third. Gloves it, gets on his feet and throws, but just a little bit wide. Even if the throw was on time, though, would have been tough to beat Hornbrook there, who got a good jump out the box.
Tice Beckman now in the box. He's 2 for 3 on the day. First pitch he sees, swings and misses. Strike 1.
Production top through bottom, kind of like the Ground Sloths, but for the Blue Caps, especially this bottom of the order. Hornbrook 2 hits, just got a second. Beckman 2 hits at the plate now.
The 0-1 hit out to third, and this could do it. The throw from Gerdes is in time, and that will do it. Blue Caps leave 2 stranded as we head to the bottom half of the 6th. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the Corn Crib. Bottom half of the sixth set to go. New pitcher on the mound for the Blue Caps. What can you tell us about him?
Yeah, Joshua Kersell is now on the bump for the Blue Caps, trying to close this one out. 6 outs away from a victory to get back above 500. Kersell, 1 appearance for the Blue Caps in relief, was dominant. 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs with 3 strikeouts in his 1 appearance.
Crawford will see that pitch high. Call ball 1. 1-0 count now. Kersell, second pitch, called strike 1. Blue Caps looking to put this one away. Pitch. Hit out to second baseman. Lucas will throw, and it is in time. 1 up, 1 down.
A lot of these Blue Caps pitchers starting well. We saw it with Curry and Hirschberger working quickly initially. Even Pavlik, too, just the pitchers throughout the game. Kersell trying to keep that momentum going.
Braden Whitney, he's now up. Of course, he picked up a single last time out. Let's see if he can do it again. First pitch, call strike 1. That one goes 82. Oh, 1 count now for Braden Whitney. Kersell fires. Down low. Ball 1. 1-1 count with 1 out. The pitch, down in the dirt, ball 2. 2-1 count with 1 out here. Wendy looking to make it another single or something even more here. The 2-1, almost caught him. 3-1 now. One count for Wendy. Kersell fires. Popped up, but this is going to go over all of our heads and into the concession stand. 3-2. Full count now for the left fielder.
Ball rolled back there off of the roof of the corner crib. Surprised a lot of people.
Full count pitch. Chop foul. Three, 2 with 1 out. The pitch fired. Called strike 3. Kersell gets his first strikeout of his shift.
Put a lot into that one, Kersell. Hat came flying off that fastball at 84 miles an hour. Braden Windy watches it go by. Big out number 2.
Leighton Gearder steps up in the box now, hoping to try and salvage something of the bottom half of the 6th. First pitch is down in the dirt. Ball 1, and once again, Kersell's hat goes flying with him.
Can't blame it on the wind here, Devin. Wind's starting to die down there in center. Still blowing out, though.
Indeed, indeed. Pitch called strike 1. 1-1 count now. That one went 74. One count. The pitch is fired and hit out to right. Beckman under it and gets it. 3 up, 3 down. We will see if there's any twist in this story as we head to the 7th. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, folks. 7 innings set to go. Remember, KCL games only 7 innings. The Blue Caps hoping to add on a bit more damage to put this one out of reach. Max Greamy set to go. Of course, Oliver, there's been a lot of movement around here for the Ground Sloths.
Yeah, pitcher and first baseman switching places. Don't hear about that every day. Cam Crawford now pitching.
First pitch from Crawford, called strike one.
And with him pitching, that means that Frankie Pavlik, who was on the bump for the majority of the middle innings, is now over at first base.
The 0-1 hit well out to left. That falls. Greamy turns two. The throw way off the mark as Greamy slides in safely. It's a leadoff double for the Blue Caps.
Another change that we didn't even get to, Devin, is Joe Clark's over there in left field, replacing Braden Windy, and got called on early there, but Greamy just smokes one 105 off the bat. Clark, no matter how good of a jump, no matter how fast he was, or is regardless, was never going to get to that one. Big leadoff double.
Man, oh man, what a hit right there. An excellent way to get the inning going. Jason Pedro now back in the box. Last time up. Had a nothing as that one will be a ground out. Well, the good news for Pedro, he advanced the runner. As that sets up Austin Lucas, who hit a double himself, trying to add on more.
Joe Clark just got called upon early in left. Frankie Pavlik already gets a hard ground ball to him. Keeps it in front of him, though, and makes out number one.
Austin Lucas now steps in. Pitch. Called strike one. Nice pitch right there from Crawford.
Infield and outfield in for the Ground Sloths. Trying to stop that runner at third from scoring.
We'll see if they can do that. The pitch. Chop to first. And that will be the second out. Greamy will stay at third. And that will prevent any chance of a double play.
Executed to perfection there, really, Devin. Pavlik just charges that one and stares down Greamy the whole way in his walk back to first base. Now they return to their original positions and just playing for the out.
It was like he was daring him right there. He was like, come on, go, do it. First pitch from Crawford against Drew Ward. Down low, ball one. Ever had those situations where you're trying to dare somebody to go when you're playing baseball like that?
Seen that before. Would be foolish, though, I think, if Greamy bit on that one.
Ward will foul that one off. 1-1. 1-1 count here for Drew Ward. Hoping to try and add that one extra run to call it a day. Question is he able to? Chop down the line to third, but that is foul. One-two count with 2 outs. Crawford set, checked over at third, now fires. Hit off himself. I think it hit him and the catcher.
Yeah, looks like it. Both of them, though, seem to be completely unfazed. Just ready for a big pitch now with the 1-2 count.
1-2 count with 2 outs. Ward not trying to be the last out of the day. If so, hit well, but it's going to be popped up. Zimmerman scrapped that. It is Gerardis who gets under it, and that will do it for the top half of the 7th. One last shot here for the Ground Sloths. We'll be right back after this. One last shot for the Ground Sloths as we welcome you back to KCL Baseball here on the Normal Corn Belters YouTube channel. Adan Nieves steps up, hoping to try and spark some type of comeback. First pitch he sees, call ball 1. Nieves, he had a single and a strikeout. Not trying to be another victim of a strikeout if so. The pitch down low in the dirt, ball 2.
Coming back here from a 4-run deficit, got to start with your leadoff man. Nieves with a big task here of getting on, starting some momentum.
All about setting the tone right here, as that one is called, correct me wrong, looks like it was called ball 3. 3-0 count. Pitch is fired. Strike 1. The 3-1. Down low, and that will be ball 4. So, a great start to the inning here for the Ground Sloths. Nieves will be walked, and he will have a chance to hopefully be one of the few that can help chip away at this lead.
The start they're looking for now, leadoff man aboard, top of the lineup, due up to try and make something happen.
And the man due up is Logan Rosenthal. Rosenthal has only had success with a triple. He's also grounded out and flew out. Chopped right to the second baseman, and that'll be the first out. Rosenthal will ground out once again.
Yeah, not hit hard enough to potentially bring in the double play. Up 4 runs, Lucas and the Blue Caps just going to settle for 1 out there. Test their luck with the rest of the order.
Andrew Zimmerman now in the box. He's gotten 2 hits, but he's also flew out. His last time up in the 5th, he flew out. Not trying to have that be the situation here. First pitch he sees is chopped foul. 0-1 count with 1 out with a runner at second. The pitch hit out to short. And the second out of the 7th comes in a ground out. Nice play right there from Boudreaux. Fires it right and on the money to Greemy. And now, as Zimmerman, he grounds out. The last chance for the Ground Sloths, it's on Gavin Bailey.
Would take a miracle now for the Ground Sloths. 2-out rallies, we've seen that this game, but it would take a major one here, trailing by 4.
Well, we've seen crazy things happen in baseball. First pitch, call strike 1. That one has some heat on it, 83. That had Crusel's hat fly off again the 3rd time today. The 0-1. Hit foul. That one will probably roll down again off the top of the corn grip. 0-2 count now. What could be the final out here? Called ball 1. 1-2 count. Crusell looking for that final punch out here. He'll fire. Called strike 3. The Blue Caps take this one 7-3. They bounce back from the loss against the Bobcats and are victorious against the Ground Sloths.
Yeah, fantastic win by the Blue Caps. 14 hits. Faced some adversity up 5-0. Ground Sloths trying to come back, and then they shut the door. Tack on 2 in the 6th, then shut them out the rest of the game. 4 shutout innings to close this one for the Blue Caps as they move back above 500.
A all-around solid performance for the Blue Caps. They are victorious. If I personally had to choose a player of the game, I say Tice Beckman. Great job by the right fielder here today. Game 2 of the KCL doubleheader, as always, set to come up in a short amount of time. We'll be right back after this. For the KCL and 40 Nova Corn Belchers, this has been Devin Witson alongside Oliver Arora. We'll be right back with more KCL baseball in just a short amount of time.